Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every
the
day
Florida
I'm
boys,
hustling.
shout out to King. Another money grab with the Wu-Tang cream, raw tea with the flow. As King got mean, from a small town called Fresh, off a bitch niggas ass niggas ever think of calling out me. Okay, my lid's low, but then lid's low. You know it started out piss po. Nothing like yo kin folks. Fuck Nike, I do it like this. I got all the belts, young Klitschko. If you want smoke, flame on. The only problem with that, homes, you got a glass jaw and I'm Roy Jones. Speak on my name, let me find out. Border wars, blow your lights out. Mano a mano, we grind out. Throw in the towel, no calling the time. Flipping niggas call over, I'm the new Earl Spence. Top rank die, niggas still sitting on the bench. Stiff jab, left hook, right hook. Got a glitch, Vaseline all on me, so they blame it on the drip. I've got an unorthodox style, blueprint your mans. And shout out to Jimma, shout out to Francis. All of my competition touch the canvas. Most of them going home in ambulances. Beat all the odds, still taking chances. Knocking you weak ass fighters out your stances. Locate the sponsors, I need advances. Ali Boumaye, that boy dance.
Yeah, ain't no more talking now. Ain't no more trainers, ain't no more promoters. Can't call yourself no champ, man, if you can't come through me. Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
Niggas just over there trolling, they don't want no smoke. Better have a careful heart, thinking I'm a joke. Ain't shit to talk about, but you heard Liz low. Get your ass in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, nigga. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, nigga. What up, boys?
Man, I need that. I'm a champion. I need that. I need a few others, but we'll work on that.
Yeah, I told you, man. Yo, Justo, it's time to drop another track, man. Send that to me ASAP.
Yo, we gotta play that. We haven't played that yet, man. Let's
We
take a
gotta
break and
find
play
out.
that.
Nah, we gotta find out, is he a one-hit wonder, man? Cause that track getting a lot of spins, let me tell you. It just fits so perfect, you know what I'm saying? So, Justo, we need to find out, are you a one-hit wonder or not? You know what I'm saying? Come back and bring some more fire. Let us know that you can do it. I mean, and look, you ain't gotta. So I'm just saying, I wanna know out just for curiosity. Can you do it again? Yo, welcome back. Spontaneous edition of Border Wars. What is up, ladies and gents? Doomatron, what's going on? Call
It's
you changing my background and chopping off the tank's head.
Yo, cause somebody's head getting decapitated. Who's it gonna be?
Why you giving false promotion to a fight that ain't paid for? Look at you. Call him out. I stay dropping the ball. We here to announce the return. Oh my God, this is now the third, fourth, fifth return of Jose.
Are you speaking of the legend?
Yeah, this is the fifth return of Jose. He was supposed to fight Ant Sal. And who else?
He's supposed to fight Sal, Marioski,
And I don't know what. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, fourth return. Because now he's coming back versus ShowKid, and I guess this is a little more interesting because you've taken on that responsibility. Because really, I would be saying Jose's cherry picking. ShowKid's coming off of 2 straight losses.
2 great battles.
Yeah, I mean, you have him tell it. He says he should be undefeated. He felt that the Doomy impersonator cheated him. But yeah, man. I mean, can you sell this to the public? Are you going to be able to change ShowKid to where it's an actual challenge, or does Jose have an easy night out versus ShowKid? Because I mean, really, again, 3-0 versus 1-2. I don't know.
I think this is one of these times, Ness, that we got to just ask ourselves, what are we really looking at, right? We know that the legend, Jose, El
the legend.
Go, he's a legend. He's a legend amongst these Border Wars parts on the chat. And he's always brought the amount of promotion needed. And he's always brought, his A game when he fights. You can't really take nothing away from the guy when he's in the ring, whether you want to call him a runner, or you want to call him somebody that quit, when he was hit illegally. You can say what you want to say, but when he's in there, he knows how to move. And when he wants to play shots, he'll stand and play shots. He plays the mind games for sure. And I think that a lot of the times he's able to do that with most of his opponents. He gets in their heads, and guys already can't wait to get his hands on him. So, we're going to be a little bit more focused in Camp ShowKid. We're going to make sure that we put the right things together. I've taken the liberty of, cornering ShowKid, and going to be meeting up with him weekly to train and, get him ready, man, for Jose. Again, this is an interesting fight because Jose, it's been like three years, maybe?
Yeah, he says 2019. Maybe that's right. 2019 March when he fought Cruz.
Let's give him the 2 years. Let's give him a 2-year layoff. He has a 2-year layoff. We don't know what he's been doing. We don't know exactly how active those sparring sessions are. Then you got ShowKid who's lost. He's lost 2 back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
But where people see a broken canvas, a torn canvas, I see a fresh one. I see one that could be mended up and then made a Picasso. The guy got the tenacity needed, not only in the advertisement and promotion of this fight, but as well as in the ring. And when I seen Jordan take him down in that fight, and I was in Jordan's corner, and I'm like, man, this kid's tough, Jordan was landing some hard shots, and there was just something about ShowKid that, stood out as a warrior to me, and I'm very happy to be with him in this camp to help him versus a champ and Jose. It's not going to be easy.
But the bottom line is, can you make the difference, bro? Is he gonna get another loss, or is he gonna get a win? Because obviously, if he works with you and he could get a win, being 2-2, it evens things up. But if you take him further down loser street, now he's 1-3. But if you win, he's 2-2. You see how nice that sounds?
That's listen. There's nothing more that we want in SDS promotions than to get this one and really kind of like smooth out the playing field now, kind of like not erase the losses, but kind of like let people know that, hey, listen, I was coming into these fights all balls to the wall. I got to get some structure now, and look at me now. That's the type of impression that we're trying to make.
You don't think this is a unrealistic challenge you're taking on? Because like, what could you show ShowKid in 72 days when Jose is 3-0, he boxes fairly decent, and there's levels. ShowKid doesn't look to be on Jose's level based off any of his performances. He throws his head down and he just wings shots. That's not gonna work with a boxer.
No. We don't want to come in like that. And we could give the game plan on a silver platter right now to Jose. It ain't gonna be nothing he could do to stop it. We already know what Jose's good at, and we know that styles that are coming in wild and brawly favor Jose. He's able to counter you. A lot of guys don't give him the props, I think, and speak on it enough. The guy can counter you on the back foot. He has good eyes, and he's able to time distance. and work those two pretty well. So, it's more than just the talking and the and the shit talking with Jose. He's definitely a fighter. He's not afraid of a fight, and we got the game plan. Listen, this Saturday coming up, it's gonna be the first time me and ShowKid meet up. We talked. The schedule works, and he's gonna be coming down. So I just can't wait.
When does camp officially start? He's coming down when? You've said this 2 or 3 times on a live show. What's the actual date?
Well, I contacted to him again today, to see if he was already done recovering and if he had already kind of worked out a schedule with his family and everything. He is a working man and has a lot of things to do during the week. So seems as though the weekend is going to be probably the only time I can see him. So we're going to shoot for, Saturdays and Sundays to see how it works out. But this Saturday coming up is our first meet over here in Jersey. So that's officially the start of the camp.
This week.
This week.
Like tomorrow, Saturday.
No, he can't come this Saturday, he says.
Oh, so next Saturday.
It's next Saturday. Yeah. I mean, if we could
so
come
when
this
are you
Saturday,
starting? When are you starting virtual stuff? When are you gonna, send like a page out of the Bruce Lee book, like, yo, jab 100 times and call me in the morning, or is it doesn't start till next Saturday?
No, the actual just in-person training starts until next Saturday. But I was in had it in line to send him things and call him virtually and have, but the timing and the scheduling still hasn't been spoken about. Everything's fresh. The conversation happened today for the weekend, but I told him that as long as we're virtually or FaceTiming, whatever you want to, whatever form of communication we use, as long as we're visually seeing each other and I can see him actually drilling, I can help him a lot like that, because for the most part, if I'm in a gym, I'm looking at my fighter, I'm seeing him develop. If I can just see him, I could get a better idea of where I could send him next, as far as developing him. So I think that it's gonna work out. But I need to see him in person at least twice a week so I can spar him, get him some sparring, and work the angles and the strategies and techniques that I want him to adopt. I mean, look, man, he's so fitting for a little Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? I think that he could adopt that style under my tutelage pretty good. And within the 8-week camp, I know that you can't change a man in its entirety, but if he commits and he drills the way I tell him to drill, and he's not, not doing it, I think that he could develop something where he goes in there, he takes advantage of what he already is. He's a puncher. He wants to knock you out. He just needs a little sense of direction and a little more chill, to set it up, to close the distance and do the right thing before you just start wailing. So I just got to discipline him in those views.
And you think you'll be able to make him straight enough? I mean, he throws these loopy punches that, again, I just feel like Jose's going to jump out. I feel like Jose's going to jump out, jab, jab, jab. You know what I mean?
It can happen. If he goes in there, anything he looked like in the Jordan fight, he's going to get tagged up. He has to make these adjustments. And
Jordan, he set the game plan. He showed like the jab was there. Even I was, as a commentator, was calling for more of the jab because it could set the right hand up. Where Jordan was a little, he was seeking that right hand, so he wasn't really using that jab. I think that Jose is jab first. And, I don't know. Do you think this is a tough fight for you to be bringing ShowKid back on?
A tough fight for ShowKid or for Jose?
For you and ShowKid, is it a tough fight to be bringing him back into the win column?
I think that it's a fair fight. I think that Jordan presented a lot more problems than Jose. Jose. Let me just say this in a way where nobody gets his feelings hurt. Jordan just presented natural problems that Jose doesn't present. The length in the arms, the tallness, the power. These are natural God-given gifts that Jordan has. It's something that we had to deal with from the beginning. And then don't mind me. That he knows how to stay at the end of his jab, and you guys saw the way Jordan Baker boxed. So Jordan is taller, rangier, hits harder. Jose,
younger.
So Jose,
This is more in ShowKid's age bracket. Jose's 42. ShowKid is 40 and some change, I think. 41 maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. No, look.
Now, a lot of people believe, like, when Wilder first lost, they're like, oh, he's not going to be able to do better in the next fight because he's not accepting the loss. And I only bring that up because ShowKid keeps telling himself he's 1-0, that he was cheated in the Mario fight and then he was cheated in the Jordan fight. As a guy taking on the task of training him, does that worry you that, like, he's almost creeping into that crazy realm right now?
I think that ShowKid is a true troller at heart. You know what I mean? I think that he can really wind you up mentally, especially for those that know how the Border Wars iPhone chat works. It's the terror dome in there, and ShowKid's one of the terrors. So I think it's mostly a mind game he plays. I think he's pretty good at that. But all of that shit got to be wiped off the table. You can't be thinking about anything we did or that he did with Jordan and the fight with Mario. He has to start new. He has to be willing to give himself the chance and the opportunity to actually develop his style. He hasn't developed his style. You know as well as I know that he goes in there. He's the kind of guy you go to the bar with and you know that you got somebody backing you up because he's going balls to the wall. He's swinging for the fences. He's throwing the haymakers. And he's not afraid. He's not afraid to be in the fire. So if I can develop that, I think that he has a great chance at Jose. It's not going to be easy because Jose knows how to be on the back foot, and you got to catch the rabbit, so to speak. So it's going to be a mental education. Got to let him know that you can't throw any and all punches at 100%. You can't waste your energy. And then by the third round, this guy, he's known to go the distance. You can't just blow your load the first 2 rounds and then have a fresh Jose on the third. Jose will take advantage of you. So there's a lot of things to work on. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, Ness. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but I don't think it's impossible.
So now, when you're thinking about Jose, like, what do you think about him coming off of this layoff? And he was scheduled to fight Mario. That didn't happen. Mario hasn't resurfaced. But he's choosing to fight ShowKid. Like, on opponent selection, where are you? Are you happy that Jose, as lineal champion, is choosing ShowKid? Do you think he could have done better? Because he is getting some backlash from other Border Wars fighters that are like, you could have done better in your selection of opponent.
That's sometimes it's hard to please the public sometimes, and I think Jose is taking on a real rough and tough guy, coming off a 2-year layoff. I don't think that's bad at all. Even if the guy has 2 losses, he's gone punch for punch with each opponent, and he's shown grit. And I say all that to say this too. At the same time, it's a matter of where Jose thinks he's at. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's guys out there that will present more of a challenge, a rematch with Cruz and all that stuff. And there's a couple of matches in there lurking, that he could have took on, but I think this is the right thing for him. And I'm speaking as an analyst right now, not as somebody seeing an opposing corner, because I am going to be coaching against whoever's going to be in Jose's corner.
So as an analyst, how are you interpreting it?
Yeah, well, I think that it's a fair game. Look, everybody complained when Keith Thurman came back and took on Josecito Lopez, right? And Josecito Lopez presented that style, and freaking caught Keith Thurman a couple of times. So it's a fair game. It's fair game between these two. I think that it's not a bad choice either. He could have picked somebody that had a different style.
So when Cruz says, "You're ducking me, Jose. I'm available. You're available, and you chose ShowKid."
Yeah, look, I want that fight. Eric Cruz wants that fight. I think that it's a rematch.
Why do you want that fight? All the judges seen Jose winning. I don't understand how is there's controversy when all three judges seen Jose winning. There wasn't any knockdown. So, like, how's Cruz, like, why does the public want that fight?
Well, after the rewatch, many of the TBV community thought that, Jose lost. And it was a big percentage of it. I'm not going to say that, a big portion was from Texas. No, just kidding. But, there was, obvious reasons. Texas, a couple of guys, I'm messing around. But a lot of people did think that the fight could have gone the other way and that, Eric won. So, it's not me saying this. It's the public that's saying this. So I think that it's a rematch that if I were Jose, I would want to close the fucking lid on that, So going back
But if you're Jose, let me interject for a second. If you're Jose and you beat him on the scorecards, all three judges seen it your way, and you already get a lot of
merit.
No, you already get a lot of shit, bro. I was trying not to curse, but it's just like impossible. You already get a lot of shit for having a rematch with Enrique. So now if you rematch Cruz, now you're the guy with three fighters, 4 different fights, right? But it's only 3 fighters legitimately, or rather 2 fighters, because Cruz and Enrique count for 2 fights. So 4 fights on his resume. And it would be rematches. It's kind of like Marvin. The same reason he didn't rematch Rel right away, because it's like my record would look bad.
I see. So you're saying
the optics of it, right? Because for Jose, if he would have did Enrique, oh, that was controversial. Enrique, oh, that was, you better fight Cruz. Oh, that was another. So it's like Enrique, Cruz. Like, when does it end?
But Enrique, that's not happening. Enrique ain't coming back. So the
no, there's already 2 back-to-back Enriques. The first and the second fight was Enrique.
Yeah, this is true, but I don't think the third one's happening, right? It ain't happening no more. So we could just
no. But what I'm saying is, think about it. He did Enrique. Then he fought Cruz, and people tried to say there was controversy when the judges didn't. So then, if he would have accepted what the people said, it would go like right now. Cruz is saying you're ducking me, so it would read Enrique, Cruz.
I get it. Optically, I get it. I get what you're saying now. Look, and I think that the disruption in this that makes it look better is ShowKid right now. Instead of going back to Eric Cruz, he can go to ShowKid, see how that goes, and he could disrupt that optic look a little bit. But even if he didn't go to Eric Cruz, there's some more guys out there that are ready to go against Jose.
Like who? Who you trying to match him with?
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say Tank,
No.
But I'm pretty sure that anybody in there would want to get his hands on him in that Border Wars chat. Anybody within that weight range would love to get Jose in there. So he has appeal. He has that appeal, man. People want to get their hands on him, and it just so happens to show.
So Cruz is he's accusing Jose of trying to pad the record and get another win so he could be 4-0.
He's trying to pad. Wait, soft touches? Is that what he's saying? Yo, ShowKid on the super chat says, "Stop the cap, Ness. Why wouldn't the coach and sparring help me? I'm putting guys down in my own. You just tune in and see. Jose a runner, a sucker."
Yeah, but that's the thing, ShowKid, is more than being able to punch. Like, it's being able to land that punch. And he is a mover. He is a runner. So, like, you overcommit thus far. Can Dumi change all that? We'll see. But you overcommit. So you overextending yourself on your shots. That's a no-no for Jose. He's a decent counterpuncher.
Yeah, counterpunching is going to be one of the things definitely we watch out for.
So,
and,
I'm sorry. I have a
yeah,
habit.
you just don't know what Jose's bringing this time around.
He is older now. Like you said, it's been 2 years, almost 3. Because it was March 2019. So we're on 21. So is it legit 3 years or no? Because it would be 20 March, then 21 March.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So we're on like 2 years and some change, legit. Like
what do you think this fight does for ShowKid though? I want to hear about
No,
that.
I mean, if he can win, it sets him up because he gets the Lineal belt and he erases everything, right? He is like you said, he erases everything. It's like Porter beating Crawford. Everything that happened in the past don't matter. You beat the man. You know what I mean? He got an automatic shot at Rob if he wants it because he became Lineal to that division.
Wow. It's
enough to
motivate to hear
motivate.
that.
That's what I was saying. It's enough to motivate you. But the question always with these guys are, can they stay motivated when it's time to go to that gym?
It's gonna be my job to keep them motivated, as a trainer. So I hope that we click, and we're able to really come to that understanding that the goal, man, is to beat Jose, and that it ain't an easy task. I don't want him to be fooled by the El Loco antics because many fall to that, and the mind games are lost early.
Yeah.
So we want to win all that. I think ShowKid 2 is an ultimate troll, so he's able to kind of hold his own with Jose. But again, man, Jose's gonna present problems, and we're gonna try to solve them. Who's coaching him? I don't care, but I'm pretty sure he got some good coaches out there.
Jose doesn't train like any other Border Wars fight. He has his own unique way of training, and thus far it's worked. But honestly, I think that if ShowKid could turn into Sean Porter and be the one pushing the pace, that's how you beat a Jose. Now, obviously, Cruz tried that, and it didn't work to me. But you said on the rewatch you think he did win. So if that's the case, that's the plan.
Yeah, I think I think Jose fought a good fight, right? But I just thought that the ring generalship belonged to Eric Cruz. A little bit more so than it did to Jose, even though Jose was controlling it at pockets. It was just that as he was moving backwards, he wasn't throwing shots. So it's like I just gave that little bit of an edge to Eric Cruz the second time around. Obviously, I was the referee in that fight, so I wasn't judging it. And some people said it was a bad judgment, like they did my man Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, which brings me. I don't want to lose track here. I want to announce also that Jerome Lambert is all paid up. And I've spoken to for Surefire D from Texas. He's going to be paid before the next official Border Wars show. This is a spontaneous Border Wars show. So that fight will also be official, and I didn't want to lose sight of that. I want to shout out Jerome. This will be his third Border Wars in a row, and he's traveling the first time. Both were in Wisconsin and Watertown, but now he's leaving the bird's nest, and he's coming on out, and he's facing someone that is a very admirable, or rather, a worthy adversary. A worthy adversary is the word I was looking for. Adversary. And for Surefire D himself is looking to get in that win column after what happened in Florida versus Alexis Guillermo, who I've also reached out to. Now, that being said, I would like to ask about because we've gotten ShowKid and Jose basically out the way. That fight's official. Both men have paid. Another announcement we need to make is Supermex and Eddie successfully following their weekly weigh-ins. And shout out to Mex. He actually lost 5 pounds since the last weigh-in, which is huge. I think Eddie dropped more, right? He was 300 and he's in like the 280s.
Wow.
So, shout out to the two of them keeping up their weight loss goals and rules and regulations for the chubby weight title. Mex also already purchased his flight. His sponsor paid for it, so shout out to him working the platform. He was able to finagle a sponsor and get them to support his weight loss journey. And oh shit, looks like
Surefire D says yo Ness, check yo Zell, champy. That's right. He said I'm locked and loaded, champ. It's Surefire out here, champy. That's it. That fight's for sure. No pun intended.
All pun intended, you mean.
Yo,
Let me
it's on.
see.
It's
Let me
on. Yo, for
see.
sure fight. Every fight for sure fight D's been in, man. It's been entertaining and technical as a motherfucker. So you always get a good fight with for sure. And
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I hope you sent it to this number, champ. You know you gotta send it to this number.
So he loading it right now. Chill, Chizzy.
I checked the Zelle. Not that yet. Not that yet. But
Processing. That's a great fight, though. Is that what we were gonna segue into? Because
well, we were. I just wanted to announce that Jerome was paid, and that Supermax's flight was paid, and he got a sponsor to pay for it to motivate other fighters to work, you know, the platform and work, you know, every hustle possible. You know, they don't have to make this an expense. So, you know, I wanted to announce those few things. And you have anything else you might want to add? I mean, you want to remind people?
Definitely want to remind people about a few things. So everybody that's catching us on the airwaves right now, please, if you're participating in the Border Wars event especially, don't forget to check in with me, Alex Doomsday Linez, the Doomatron, all right? As far as those that are wanting to stay in the Fighter Hotel, please check in with me via Instagram, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. If you have my contact number and you're already in the iPhone chat, the Border Wars iPhone chat, just please individually contact me, because if you contact me on the chat, if we get a El Loco train coming in, my text will be buried. So contact me, please, individually to put your name on the Fighter Hotel list. And we had some more things, actually, that just slipped my mind right now that we're supposed to announce. Oh, yeah, no, something that I also wanted to do, okay? I thought it was a great idea. Shout out to Supermex today, who texted me his flight information. Just took a little simple photo screenshot of his purchase ticket. I would appreciate it if you have booked your ticket already. Send me a screenshot of your ticket so that I know you're booked. We're trying to coordinate, guys, so that you guys are coming in at a decent time, because Friday, just like in Wisconsin, the wait times will probably be starting around the same time. So the show times will be starting at a certain time, and the pre-weigh-ins, which actually take your actual weigh-in, can go on earlier. Now, if everybody arrives at a certain time, you know, we could get weigh-ins done, you know, in 2 hours. So if everybody gets there by a certain time, you know, 4 o'clock, then, you know, we could finish by 6, whatever. Everybody's weighed in, you know, and then the actual show starts. You probably ate something already and you don't feel like crap. So let's do this the right way. Try to coordinate those flights so that you actually get there at a decent time before the weigh-ins. Try to get in by at least Friday before 3 o'clock. All right, way before 3 o'clock. You don't want to land at 3 o'clock and then you're all messed up. I don't know. It could probably work for you. You know, some want to just cool off, go to their hotels and whatnot. But just make sure that you're here before 3 o'clock, if possible, on Friday, December 10th, for the weigh-in. So try to coordinate your flights in that matter so that you're not missing the weigh-in, which is a big part of the show, a big part of your look. You know, a lot of people talk about their ring walks. It's like, what about your weigh-ins? You know, that's a whole nother show and a whole nother aspect to your experience. So, you know, you guys can come in there, you know, decked out, nice clothes, shades, whatever, you know. Just don't pull a Caleb and Canelo out there, all right, thugs? But you could actually make that a big experience for you. So try not to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing out for your look, and you know, it's not fair for the other guy who's fighting you, who wants that op.
Yeah,
you know?
they want that weigh-in, man. You know, some guys were left not having that face-off, and you know, it's unfortunate. So,
hey, what happened?
that was your man's in them at the weigh-in in Wisconsin. What was my man's name? Forgot.
Cody Heck was there alone because LJ Don wasn't there.
Yeah, so, you know, coordinate it the right way, guys. Please.
James Clark was there because Elias wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. So we're trying to avoid all that. So I said all that to put some light on it. But if you could just when you book your ticket, send me that photo screenshot, please. All the fighters that are so far already locked in, please send me those pictures, because what I'm doing is that I'm organizing all these things so that when the event's happening and we're wondering where's ShowKid or where's this person, we know exactly when you guys are coming in and stuff, and we actually have an actual read on the event. If not, you guys, we don't know where you are, so we don't know when to start. If you guys are coordinating your times with us, we know, okay, we can start now. For sure Fire is going to be here by that time. So this is all just part of the production and your experience. So just cooperate with us, and your experience will be just that much better.
I think that's pretty much it, man. We wanted to obviously shout out Jerome, who's like I said, official. Seems like for sure Fire D is official. Hopefully he ain't sending it to the wrong location. ShowKid, Canadian Jose, that's official. You're training ShowKid, so we're expecting to see a difference. Working on some things in the background. We got the return of Dan the Man, so we're looking for 168 pounder. We're looking for 140 pounders. We're looking for 200 plus pounders, heavyweights. We need a super middleweight, 168. We need quite a few fighters, man. So if you're on the fence, hit me up, do me up, whoever you feel comfortable with. And, ask us any questions you may have, man. Let's knock this out, answer those, and put you in the right direction, man. Get you a Border Wars fight under your belt. But yeah, and that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Do me. I don't know if there's anything else you need to add. I know you're working on things in the back end. Other than that, it's a wrap.
Yeah, no. Me and the Skip are gonna have a meeting after this, but the hotels guys are, we're still locking those in. We've clarified some of the not issues, but some of the bumps or obstacles that we were facing, and trying to get all hotel rooms in one hotel. But it looks as though there's a neighboring hotel that can work with us. If not, we could actually do the whole event with the other hotel and get a better rate. So, we're trying to get you guys a better rate, but at the same time, give you a good experience. So, me and the Skip will be talking about that to finalize that, so that we just got that in play already, and we know exactly where you guys are going to be going to sleep and where the weigh-in is going to be taking place. So stay tuned for that. But again, if you're going to be staying at the Fighter Hotel and you want to stay at the Fighter Hotel, please check in with me, Alex Doomsday Linus. All right? The Doomatron, Doomy. Hit me up on the Jack. That's the phone. If you got my number, please hit me up there. If not, IG is Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. You could always hit me on a DM. And, if you don't have the DM, hit us up on the Boxing Voice Instagram, wherever. We're constantly checking both. So it's important for you guys to get your names in there so that you got a room. Now, the money's not going to be needed exactly right when you say I want a room. So please understand that, because I think that's something that kind of keeps guys away, because they're not sure if that's exactly what their budgeting is or whatnot, whatever it may be. Just be sure that it's just for you to have a stake in a room. That way, when we go ahead and put the call in for these rooms and we lock them in, they're there for you. So when you call in and reserve them yourselves, you'll be given a link. I'm pretty sure you'll be given a link where we can send you a link. It's a booking link, and you'll click on it, and you'll be able to book your room from there. But that's all for the hotel and venue for the weigh-in. The actual venue for the event. We got some paperwork, or should I say some agreement work when we're done.
Actually, let me announce this. I'll read it as I wrote it. I think I sent it to you, so you'll have it there quicker. Or do you want to paraphrase?
No, where is it?
The poster?
It's on the Did you send it me through text?
I just resent.
Okay. So I'll begin the read now. It says, listen, we are a startup, and right now we have no major financial sponsor. So that being said, we made a fight poster for our main event, Marvin the Tank Furman versus Karma Surge. This fight is on hold for a week until Karma is clear of COVID-19 in his household. That being said, I can't afford to make an individual fight poster per fight, but if anyone wants to go half with their opponent and pay to have a fight poster made, let me know. Now and in the future, we will look to have the fight poster sponsored by a company that wants their company blasted everywhere, because I think about it, once you have a fight poster of your fight, who won't you send it to? And this is a public service announcement from the Skip, Nestor Gibbs. So if anybody's out there that's interested in a fight poster like the one you see behind me in the background, it's Marvin Furman versus Karma Surge. It's a fight poster, graphics, digital. You could both pose in any way you want and send those over and talk to the Skip. He'll let you know exactly what needs to be done to get that done for you. And like he said, I mean, once you got one, I mean, you're sending that shit out to everybody. I'm sending it out to my cousins, my family.
Yeah, well, that part is more for the person that wants to help out. You've been watching Border Wars. You might have your own business and you are like, how could I help them out? You could sponsor the fight posters. And, it only costs $35 to make a poster. So if you do all 10 fights, if we have 10 fights, which we don't have 10 fights yet, that'll only be $350. Your logo will be on each fight poster. Each fighter is two fighters per fight. So both of them will share. They'll send it to their families. Their families will share. Your company logo and phone number will be on that flyer and get all those eyeballs and recognition. And at the same time, you're helping, the series that you love, you're helping it grow. This way, each fighter has their own fight poster and they feel special. You know what I mean? Right now, we could only afford to do the main event. And that's the one that Doomy is murdering behind you. Behind him, rather.
Nah, decapitate. Nah, it's not even me, man. It's Ness's thumbnails and shit. Straight decapitated my mans in them. Nah, but yeah, that was the case, and we all hope that Karma, clears that and all that stuff so that the fight can move forward. But yeah, that was a public service announcement. Public service announcement. Anything else we might have missed?
Nah, man. If anything, you catch us on the next spontaneous one as these fights get announced. Next announcement looks like it'll be Jerome Lambert versus For Sure Fire D from Texas. Once that happens, we'll announce another fight, and we're going to be scheduling Unguarded as well. First Unguarded should be Saturday with Terrell Fire Flame Harris.
Oh, it's Hell Rail, champ. It's Hell Rail. And he'll be coming on with who? With Pablo? Or just himself, right? That's the Unguarded, yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, just the Unguarded will be Pharrell. Pablo will get one his own as well. He's hired a professional photographer. He wants to take good photos.
Nice. That's what you want, man. You want to be able to hold those memories.
Mm-hmm. But all right, ladies and gents, catch us on the next one. Peace.
You already know Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ. And remember to contact me. And I ain't trying to be. Nah, just kidding. But just make sure you contact me, guys, on everything we spoke about. Fighter Hotel. Please give me your names. You booked your flights. Please send me a photo screenshot of the times you'll be departing and arriving. Thank you.
Peace.